We're back for winners and losers. Bice, who are your winners for the week?
Dana Walks announced this week that he's running for governor, and it looks more and more like we're going to have a competitive Democratic field. So that's my winner, is the Democratic field. These are not household names. Andy Gronik's in, and now Walks, and it looks like Flynn is going to be in. Evers is probably going to win. So even though right now most people don't know any of these people, it does look like there will be two really competitive races in Wisconsin: the Democratic race for governor and the Republican race for U.S. Senate.
And Vinehout is thinking about it,
is thinking about it. In fact, yesterday spent time at the Capitol shooting footage, which led a lot of people to say that she's probably going to announce soon that she's in.
Okay. What about your loser?
My loser is Senator Johnson, who in a radio interview said that maybe John McCain voted against the repeal and replace of Obamacare because of his brain cancer. He then sort of waffled on the issue and has now walked it back. But that's just, you know, it's one thing with Ron Johnson. You know what you're going to get with him. He's going to speak his mind. The only thing is sometimes he says stuff that he probably shouldn't say.
He kind of said, like, between his condition and the late hour that maybe he was confused.
And at 10:30 he thought he was going to vote for it, but by the time it got to be 1:30 that he was not voting for it. You know, it's just not a good thing to speculate about other people's medical conditions and how it affects how they're voting on a particular bill.
Abilities.
Yeah, and I mean, it was pretty clear that McCain had a position, and most of Mike Pence left, in fact, so most of people took that as a signal of how McCain was going to vote, but apparently Ron Johnson didn't get that memo.
Got it. Okay. What about you? Who's your loser for the week?
Oh boy, former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort. We found out this week that one of his homes was raided by federal authorities. It came right after he testified to a congressional committee. Boy, you don't want to be in the crosshairs of federal investigators, and that's pretty serious.
And it seems like part of it is questions about what he was doing, what kind of work he was doing, and payments he was getting from foreign governments like Ukraine and things like that.
He has a history of working with foreign governments who most people wouldn't work with.
What about your winner?
Winner of Wisconsin State Fair. You know, it comes about every year, annual rite of summer, same fried food, same entertainment, same livestock.
Cream puffs.
And cream puffs.
Right.
People love it.
New milk.
New milk. You know, it just keeps getting not bigger and bigger, but it just remains huge. And it's one of those things I think a lot of people may take for granted. You know, they may poo-poo the event, but you know, you pull 1 million people into an event over 11, 12 days. It's worth noting.